Hello folks, Jessie from Mother Udder here. So, we spent the day on an epic adventure, a mission to purchase a 4-horse trailer for our homestead. Our last one burned up in the fire. While we were waiting for our RV glass to be replaced. I say epic because we left Butte County at like 7:30 in the morning and we got back over 12 hours later. It should not have taken nearly this long for a 3-hour drive. I'm thinking of a certain song about a group of strangers being stranded on an island after expecting a 3-hour tour. Anyway, we arrived at the RV shop and dropped off the RV hoping that this third drop-off would be successful. We've been waiting over 4 months for this glass. It's been broken since July. We then headed south for the town of Linden, California to pick up the trailer. We messaged the seller, as agreed, for the meeting address and continued on our way. There was no response. We stopped, we got some gas, we got some lunch, we messaged again, still no response. We were starting to worry that the trailer, which was in pretty good condition and pretty good shape for the price, might be a scam. We struggled with what to do, and we messaged one more time. We decided to stop for a bit, just a little short of the destination, and decompress with a little bit of thrift store shopping. And finally, she messages us back. Okay, so the seller of this trailer finally messaged us back, and it's 2 o'clock. We dropped off our RV at what time?
9 a.m.
9 a.m. And it is a 2-hour drive down to where this trailer is. So we've been mucking about halfway down, waiting to hear from her. We have 45 minutes to get to her, and then a 2-hour drive back from her place to the RV place, and the RV place closes at 5. So basically about a 3-hour round trip to get back to the RV place before they close, which gives us about 15 minutes to look at the RV, decide if we want it, sign paperwork, and hook it up to this truck. And we wondered, can we make it on time to her place, buy an RV, hook it up, drive it out of there, and get back to the RV shop to pick our RV up with big city traffic? We decided to risk it, with a high probability that our RV would not be available until Monday. So we went ahead, we took off to see the trailer, and it was perfect. And at this point, it became pretty evident that we would be at least 15 minutes late to the RV shop. So we called the RV shop and we asked if they could hold on for just a little bit more past their closing time, especially in light of everything that we had been through with them. And they said that they would try. Then we hit the traffic with a horse trailer attached in the dark. We realized at that point that we would be half an hour late. So finally, we made it back to the RV shop. Well, the good news is the RV place seems to be open. And Craig took over driving the RV back up to our homestead. And I took over driving the truck with the trailer. Craig took Liam, and I took the truck and the trailer to go pick up our son Riley and our dogs to meet them up on the property. Then it began to rain. Now, our rain in the fall and the winter up here in Northern California, it's not just a sprinkle, it's torrential. The rain causes floods. So it flooded. And I was rerouted several times, several detours before I got to the main road. I was painfully reminded at this point that we had not yet replaced the faulty electronic control module in our F450.
And every time I tried to turn the windshield wipers on, our engine misfired.
Not a great place to be in when it's raining.
I had another hour to drive in the pouring rain with a horse trailer attached in the dark to go pick up our son and our dogs. What else could go wrong? Let me tell you, if you're ever in a bad situation, you don't ask yourself that question, because something else can always go wrong.
So I'm driving along, trying to see the road as best that I can through a rain-soaked windshield, pulling a heavy trailer in the dark when I realize that my lights are really, really dim.
So I check. Are my headlights on? Yeah, they're on. Then I decide to pull over, just to be sure. I get out, and I'm down one headlight. In the pouring rain, in the dark, in flooding conditions, with a heavy trailer. Not to worry, self, I say to myself, we just bought some of those lights just a couple days ago. We've got to have some of those in the truck.
So I dive into the truck looking for these lights, rummage around for about 15 minutes when I suddenly realize that we bought them when we were in the other vehicle.
Ever onward. I finally arrive at my parents' house, pick up our son.
We get in the truck and go pick up our dogs. Then I call Craig.
How are the road conditions in the mountains?
The bridge isn't flooded. Come on up.
Why not? Why not? Why not? We've come this far. So, with my son in the truck and the dogs in the trailer, we head up the mountain. Because I've got my son in the truck this time, of course, I'm going to use those windshield wipers. And we're making pretty good time. We're doing all right. There's hardly any other cars on the road. Ever mindful of the rain, that burned out light, that heavy trailer on the back, the fact that the engine could misfire at any point.
We're driving up the mountain through curvy, narrow roads, in the pouring rain, down one headlight, in the dark, pulling a heavy trailer with sporadic windshield wipers, a possibility of an engine misfire, almost no gas stations within driving distance, a possibility that we will not make it all the way home, and a good chance that the bridge will be flooded when we do get there.
So what happened?
We barely made it to the homestead by the skin of our teeth. The bridge wasn't flooded when we got there. We pulled in just before running out of gas. We were able to drive to town the next day in our other car and get enough diesel for the truck. And now we have an epic story to share with you. So, do you have an epic travel story to share? We would love to hear them.
If you enjoyed this video, like, share, and hit that bell so that you can hear more from our homestead as we recover from the campfire. Thanks, and we'll see you next time.